Mr. Chairman, members of Commission, my name is Richard Longstreth. For the record, I'm Professor of American Studies at George Washington University. I have testified before your Commission on several other occasions over the years and have also written concerning the case at hand with the Falkland apartment complex. Unfortunately, I'm out of town at the time of your meeting, but I wanted to convey my strong feeling about the importance of designating the complex in its entirety for the master plan. I'm not going to repeat the details of the historical significance of this complex that I've outlined in previous letters and in my testimony, except to underscore the fact that this whole phenomenon and its importance in the history of apartment building design is really the lesson of comprehensive planning for the long term for middle and moderate income households. It represented a revolution as far as the mainstream marketplace was concerned when it was implemented by the FHA. Falkland, of course, was one of the prototypes, became one of the national prototypes that was repeated again and again in other examples across the country, because the trial runs in Silver Spring and also with Colonial Village in Arlington proved so successful. The key then is to, not just from a historical standpoint, but I think from a current and future standpoint, is to protect this complex as a single entity, to divide it up, to destroy parts of it run against the very essence of why this complex is so important for us today. And to surround it with much denser development is also, I think, poor planning for the long term. There are places that are very appropriate for dense development, but as we know through history, dense development in its own right is often not good planning and often leads to the deterioration of districts over time. This is something all of us want to avoid in Silver Spring and elsewhere in the metropolitan Washington area, where we care about our environment. So I think it is imperative in this case to recognize the really nationally significant landmark role that the Falkland played in apartment house design, and to protect it in its entirety is really to recognize the efficacy of its planning, both for the 1930s, for subsequent decades, and for the future as well. Thank you very much.